John Pacy.
Kyle Hakun, and this is our retirement village, final design proposal. So I'm going to try to get through these first slides that you guys have kind of already seen relatively quickly. So our goal was to design 3 retirement community buildings, and they all had to be LEED Gold accredited. So we went with Scottsdale, Arizona. So we found a property here. This is an image of the actual property. About 4.65 acres. It's only 12 miles from Phoenix, Arizona. It's got a great climate, so this ended up being a perfect site for retirement. We looked at the demographics because we didn't want to put our site in, like a college town like Elizabethtown if there's going to be retired, people living there. So we found out that there's a relatively high age. It's almost 45 years old, and there's a relatively high household income, which is good. There's low crime. So again, this worked out well for us. These are the local conveniences here listed. There's grocery stores, public transportation. Again, if you have to fly anywhere, Phoenix, as shown there, is only 12 miles southwest. There's gas stations, proper health care. There's actually a hospital, 2 hospitals within a mile, so for retired people that could be critical.
Okay, so this was our original design, which after doing our proposal and hearing all the budget issues with having just 4 families living in it, we decided to expand. So now each building has 12 apartments, so 24 in total, and we made the central building relatively small compared to everything else. So this is our first residential building. This is the northern view, so we have 2 gazebos on the side and the pool there, and then you have the front, which is all glassed in just to let light in and whatnot.
If you could just go back and give them a perspective there.
That was,
So what we're looking at there in that picture is an image here. So this is the north side, this is the south side, and you actually enter the property from the west.
yeah.
So there we were looking at this back side, the northern side of that building, the first residential building, and there it is there with the 2 gazebos.
And then here's our floor plan. So there's apartments in each corner with balconies, and then we have our gazebos, the pool. Each apartment has an open floor plan. You got the kitchen, living room, and then it has 1.5 baths. So half bath for guests, and then we have a full bath, walk-in closet, washer dryer, everything that they would need. It's about 1,500 square feet, so it's still large, but it's small enough for them to not have to have a lot of upkeep.
And that's not including that balcony. Each unit has the same balcony.
So these are just a couple of render views. We actually created a full walkthrough, but we were unable to slow down the frames per second slow enough for it to get clear. So this is the lobby of the first building, spiral staircase, elevator all the way up to the green roof. And then this is just an inside floor. I didn't put interior lighting in yet, so the lighting's not the best. And I didn't figure out how to mess with the settings till after I took this picture. So the other ones are brighter, but this is just a rough view. Kitchen back there, open layout, TV, couches.
This is the next building here. This is at the base of the development. So if you see here, this is the entrance that's coming in from the west. This is the building we just looked at. This is the front here of the central building, which doesn't have any living quarters. It's just a central building, a gathering place.
Yeah. It also has a back patio. So just to hang out, just another area for them to use. This is the layout. On the first floor, you walk in, you got the front desk, spiral staircase to the left, all the treadmills, and then the left room has just a couple weights in it. The right room has yoga mats and everything they need there. It has a full locker room, male, female, and a sauna, and a bathroom. And then the top floor, this is all cut out, so you actually look down, and it's all gated in. There's railings everywhere. We have a card room for them to play, and also a piano room. And then here's a couple render views. So again, of the downstairs, the front desk, treadmills. We have flat screen TVs mounted on the wall. And then
the locker rooms would be back here through here. This was that line downstairs. So we wanted that downstairs area to be a small workout area, but to also have spas and locker rooms.
Exactly.
And then the upstairs we wanted an open layout where you could look down and have a lot of natural light get in.
And then here is our largest building. Just messing around with the design, we decided to go with a cactus because we are in Arizona. So it actually worked out pretty well when we actually get to the floor plan, but the front entrance is right there, and then it leads out to the pool. The pool, I think, is like 60 feet long, 5 foot deep the whole way, just for safety purposes. So here's the floor plan. So again, there's 4 apartments per floor. Now this floor plan was designed to be 2 bedroom. So just in case they would say want a guest bedroom, or I don't know if 2 people or 2 families would be living there or what. So you walk in and you have your closet, half bath, open kitchen, open living room, washer dryer. Each room has walk-in closets and a full bath. And then this has 2 balconies. So one that could be entrance here, and then this one could be entrance from the master bedroom and the outside. So, and then a couple rendered views of this one. So our front lobby, it has seating, then you can see out to the pool. For each of the buildings, we went with stone and stucco, just to kind of get the feel for Arizona. We also went with Spanish tile for the roof.
And all of those materials were locally found. So every material that we used for the outside, the roof, the foundation, and the walls were all within 60 miles. And the roof is actually recycled clay. It's a red Spanish tile. We wanted to have that Spanish colonial style for the outside of the buildings.
So a couple of our green features. So the cactus building has majority of our solar panels, and it has ample room that if we wanted to install more, we could basically power as much as we wanted to, but for cost purposes, we kept that relatively low. There's about 60 panels, I think, on the cactus building, which I calculated to hopefully power half of the building. On our green roof on the 1-bedroom apartment, so this is the green roof that we found offline, has the multiple layers, plant level, media, filter. So I tried to recreate that in Revit. So the top layer of the green roof has grass, earth, air filtration, plastic, laminate, moisture control, and then it has the roofing membrane as well.
And if you guys were wondering about the Bermuda grass, so if you looked at that original image that we showed of our site, it was kind of dirt and cactus. But we looked, we had to do a lot of research just to find that Bermuda grass can grow here. This is about as far north as you can go without having to, treat the Bermuda grass to grow. It really needs hot all year round. But it can grow in Arizona. And actually, if you zoom in on our neighbors there, 2 of our neighbors that are right next door, just south of the property, both have Bermuda grass in their yard.
And so also we're going to have automated HVAC systems. Each building has multiple bike racks. We hope the central building to have a larger, basically you can rent bikes and then take them wherever you want to. We tried to keep it a close design, so we have the bridge in the middle that connects the 2 buildings, so they don't have to drive anywhere, everything's walkable. So after filling out our LEED compliances, everything met where we wanted it to. The central building was our lowest, was 62, but it's still a decent score. I think for gold it's like 50 to 70. So, and then also with our residential buildings, both are in 72 in different categories, because the one was more energy based with the solar and the other one had a lot of the green roof, so you have the heat island reduction and all that stuff.
Yeah, a lot of this, the reason that this is only 62 is there's just less space in that building to have room for, it just wasn't viable to have a green roof or solar panels without it facing south.
And like we said in the beginning, we wanted to keep that central building as cheap as possible, because again, there's only 24
that was
residents.
One of our issues last was the
Yeah.
startup costs. So we wanted to limit spending, where we had originally planned a huge central building, a small wellness center where we'd have to have hired employees. This eliminates that and just allows the people living there to use the central building at their own will.
Citations and that's all.
Questions?